Yo, what's going on with you guys today, man? How y'all doing? Lone Star Degenerates back with you guys. First video on the channel. Hope you guys had a good Saturday. Coming to you with our thoughts, opinions, plays for Sunday's slate. How you doing over there, Phil? What you got for him, man?
Well, I myself did not have a very good Saturday, but that's besides the point. Um, let's see.
Yeah, I didn't have too good of a day either today. But that Georgia game was crazy, man. The Georgia game is insane.
Yeah, man, I did pretty well in college baseball, except for Kansas. They just decided to not show up.
Yeah, I don't think anybody thought that Kansas was gonna get skunked the way they did. But
And I've been watching this Long Texas game, and after watching that game, it, every team I talked about that was gonna win last night won, except for Kansas.
that's how it goes. That's just how it be sometimes, man. But we got a big slate for tomorrow, and all we can do is bounce back tomorrow, man. So we're gonna start in the MLB. You go with that?
Yeah, we started MLB.
All right, man. First up, we got the Pirates in Atlanta. We got Chandler versus Elder in that one. We got the Yankees in Boston. We got Suarez versus Schittler. We got Philly and the White Sox. Nola versus Gilbert. And we got Baez and Guzman, man. Toronto and Baltimore. What you like in those first four?
Well, I mean, I will be personally taking Atlanta. If not Atlanta, minus 1.5, just due to Bubba Chandler likes to give up long balls and likes to give up runs.
Does like to give up runs. I see the over in that game. The over under set at 9.5, and it's Atlanta has hit their over under 7. They're 7-3 in the last 10 on the over under, and Pittsburgh is 9-1 on the over under in the last 10. So that over 9 might be a good spot in that game.
And Pittsburgh does like to score the baseball. They
Me
do like
personally, I'm staying away from this game. There is one game I do like a lot on this four. I just told you about. I like the Yankees here. I like the Yankees 1.5 here. Schiller's had a dominant year. It's a 1.50 ERA. Suarez, he likes to give up runs. His ERA is high. He's 2-3 in his last 10 starts, and in 2 of those, he's given up a 5 ERA and a 4 ERA. I know Schiller got tore up in his last start, but he's bouncing back here today for sure. So I am going to go
Yeah, I
with
like the
Yankees
Yankees.
1.5
I like the
myself.
Yankees as well. I just know the Yankees have hit lefties really well this year. I mean, Bellinger's known to hit lefties all his career. You got Paul Goldschmidt, who seems to be he gets a leadoff home run damn near every time he faces a lefty, and that's the main reason the Yankees have kept him around. And then Ben Rice is just tearing the cover off the ball no matter who you throw at him. So I mean, I like it right there too. I
So
like the
y'all heard it.
Yankees in that spot.
Y'all heard it from Phil right here too. Y'all want y'all player prop betters out there. Home run, Goldschmidt, home run, Ben Rice. Let's get it, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Gilbert, Nola, 2 teams that are struggling. Philly's offense has finally started coming around over the last couple games. The White Sox, though, man, they're just one of those sneaky teams. You don't never know what you're gonna get. They're either gonna show up and be good, or they're gonna show up and be trash. Well, what you like in that game, Phil?
Honestly, that is one of the games I will not be betting on
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I think that game is. I think that's not a good game. Over under's 9.5. I don't know. I stay away from that game from y'all. If I had to pick a side,
If I had to pick a side, I favor Philly here. Just by a little bit, not by much. I only want to say I favor Gilbert here. I mean, not Gilbert, I'm sorry, that is who's pitching. The only reason I say I favor Philly here is because, I mean, he is a relatively younger cat. But, I mean, his career ERA is 4.4. So, I mean, he likes to give up. Phillies are going to turn their offense around eventually, and who knows, it could be tomorrow.
could be tomorrow. That's not something I'm willing to put my money on. Baltimore, Toronto, Baez, Gosman. 4.31 ERA for
Uh,
Baez, 3.36 ERA for Gosman. We're 5-5 for Toronto, 6-4 for Baltimore in their last 10. What you got here, man?
I mean, being able to get Baltimore at plus money here, I really like it because if you go back and look at it, Shane Baz hasn't pitched really well, but he can be a good pitcher. I mean, same to say with Kevin Gausman. But when you go and look at the games Kevin Gausman has pitched, I mean, he faced Atlanta, and I mean, his strikeout numbers are good, but also, I mean, giving up he's given up runs, and when you look at the games he's pitched at, not very many runs were scored. That was against a team that offense hasn't really been producing much this year. Man, Baltimore this week especially has been putting it together with the bats. They're finally just about fully healthy, other than Sammy Basallo being a day to day, but he's been playing all week long. But they're back and healthy. I think they're going to turn it around. I mean, they're two good teams that have struggled here in the beginning, but I really like Baltimore in this pick. Yeah, I will be picking Baltimore.
Well, me personally, I am on the whole other side of you on this game, brother. I'm sorry, but I just don't see a world where Baltimore goes out and scores. They scored 13 in game one of this series, and I think that's all their offense does. I think Kevin Goslem has a really good start here, bounces back from his last start. Toronto's at home, so they've been a pretty good home team this year. Baltimore's kind of struggled on the road a little bit, so I will pay the 130 for Toronto here.
I just don't. I think it's going to come down to the bullpens, and Toronto's bullpen has been.
Now you're right. You're 100% right. If it does come down to a bullpen game, then that plus 117 number, or you can get it on Onyx right here at plus 113 number, does look nice if you're in the sixth, seventh, and it's a 1-run, 2-run game. It definitely you are sitting in a good spot with Baltimore if it goes 6-7, and it's a close game. But me personally, Baez, but he's been getting torn up. Teams hit him. I think in his last 3 starts, he's averaging like 6 hits against every one of those starts. So Toronto's got a talented lineup, and I feel like they're gonna get to him within the first 3 for sure.
I guess we're gonna have to find out.
For any of y'all that is gonna watch this game, do not bet the fucking Murphy in this game. You heard it here first. 2 runs are being scored in the first inning at least. At least.
And I hope it's by Baltimore.
And the Big Phil needs Baltimore. All right, we're moving on, man. Here we go. Next 4 on the slip. We got Tampa, Gavin Jacks, Miami, Sandy, Seattle, and Detroit. You got Castillo versus Flahardy, the A's in Houston, Jump versus Burrows, Kansas City, Minnesota, Cameron versus I don't even know how to say that dude's name, so I'm not even going to pronounce it, and y'all can make fun of me all you want to. The guy's got a 5.31 ERA, and he is fucking trash. Both of these teams in the Minnesota and Kansas City, ass. Complete ass. Stay away from that, boys. We going to leave that off the slate. So we got 3 to cover in this one. What you got, Phil? Tampa Bay, Miami. How you feeling?
I have bet against Jacks all year, and I'm going to continue to do so. I have Miami.
I'm 100% with you on this one. I think if you are not betting Miami here, you are crazy. You're getting them at plus money at home against a Tampa Bay team that has been struggling to hit the ball alone. Their pitcher has been giving up absolute nuke shots in probably the last 2 or 3 starts he's had. So,
and Sandy has been showing signs of his younger dominant self throughout the year as well. He's had his struggles, but for the most part, he's been pretty solid pitcher. As long as he can get some run support from his team, which I think he can, then I have Miami in this one.
I like the Miami money line here, but if you really wanted to get greedy, I feel like this is definitely one of the games on the slate today that you could get greedy with and alt the spread to like Miami minus 1.5. And It's probably plus like 170. I wouldn't be surprised if Miami wins this game by 4 or 5. So, and another thing you got to think about here too. Tampa is 3-7 in their last 10, and everybody does this every year, Phil, where they're all on Tampa. Tampa comes out in the first 60 games, they're leading the division. Everybody's like, "Oh, we're so back." And then they hit the 60 game mark in the season, and it's like a roller coaster downhill, but it's at a slow trajectory. And I feel like we're finally coming around to that time for the Tampa Bay Rays.
That's what I say every year. Always, oh, Tampa Bay's finally gonna go win the East again. Tampa Bay this, Tampa Bay that. And they're just gonna end up finishing third place in the division like always. And I really think the division's gonna end up Yankees in first, Blue Jays in second, Tampa Bay in third, Boston in fourth.
Yeah, I'm on Miami here. I don't if you're not on Miami here, then I have
Good
no
luck
idea.
to you.
Yeah, good luck to you, man. You got some balls. Seattle, Detroit. What you got here, man? Castillo versus Flaherty. Seattle is 8-2 in their last 10. Detroit's 5-5. Detroit's at home 8. Over under is 8.5. What you like?
My would actually. It's just gonna depend on weather in Detroit, but that over might be the way to go in this game. Both pitchers.
Let's go look at that. I can give you guys a weather update right now. What time is this game being played at? 2:40?
It is being played at 12:40 Central Time.
So tomorrow in Detroit, we're looking at about 76 degrees to start the game and about 80 to 81 to end the game, with the wind blowing about 10 miles an hour out of the north. So if I am correct with how Detroit sits, I believe that is blowing into the fences. So I do like the over 8.5 in this game.
And I mean, Jack Flaherty, man, the whole month of May, he gave up 19 runs as a starter.
In the whole month of May.
And he did not win a game in the month of May. His last win came on Tuesday, and he beat a struggling Tampa Bay team, which I think anybody could have beat earlier this week when Tampa Bay was playing.
If you had to pick a game, money line, spread, besides an over under, who would you lean towards? Here.
I would honestly, man, I don't know. I might give it to Seattle, but Detroit's been hitting the ball somewhat decently recently. And yesterday they got shut out. It's just Jack Flaherty, man. He's going to be the big question mark for this game. I think their offense can hang around with them, but will they be able to shut them down? I would just, if I'm going to bet this game, I would bet the over.
Yeah. Take it with you. My fault. Yeah. What were you saying, Phil? Sorry about that.
I was saying the only play I see that I'd be willing to take in that game is the over.
I'm with you there. The only play I see is the over 8.5. But like you just say, bro, Detroit's hitting the ball. So if I like the value there at plus 102 at home, especially in the weather conditions. So I don't know. If I had to pick one to pick a side, I'd lean towards Detroit here. Castillo hadn't been that great. He's got a high ERA. He's giving up a lot of runs. Seattle is 8-2. And another thing we gotta remember here with Seattle, they go on these crazy win streaks and then they'll lose like 2 or 3 in a row. So I I still got my Rangers winning the division. Yeah, Big Phil doesn't like that take too much, but he'll get over it. Athletics, Houston, pick 'em. Minus 105 on both sides. Burrows versus Jump, two pitchers that are struggling this year. Burrows was supposed to have a way better year than what he's having, man.
I have been a huge, I wouldn't say a fan of the Athletics, but I have liked the Athletics all year long. Just with their offense can hit from top to bottom. Their only really iffy spot on their team right now. They can get their pitching in order. They could be running that division right now. So I would be going with the Oakland Athletic. Well, I'm sorry, the Las Vegas Athletics.
There you go. There you go.
I will be on that
See,
side.
this is just a game. I'm just gonna stay away from this game because you're not getting. I mean, really, minus 105 both ways. In my opinion, it's a pick 'em when it comes down to the pitchers. Oakland's 3-7 in the last 10. Houston's 6-4. Houston has had some nice walk-offs here in the last couple weeks that has kind of kept them floating around. But I mean,
I will say Houston's offense is back and healthy. They were able to add Altuve back into the lineup. He's healthy again, so that's somebody that can get on base. And Yordan Alvarez has just been on a tear all year. He's starting to look like how he was before his injuries as well. But I guess it's going to be two dominant lineups. It's just going to come down to the pitcher, and I just think at this moment in time, the Athletics have a better pitcher.
I don't fault you for that. If I had to pick a side here, if I wanted to pick a side here, like I said, I don't know if I don't want to bet this game, but I might. And if I did, it would have to be Oakland. On the road, I don't know. Houston, I don't know. I like the over. I like the under. I mean, I like the over here, to be honest. Y'all are probably going to think I'm crazy for saying that, but I think it's a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game in the first couple innings. I wouldn't be, honestly, personally, I wouldn't be surprised if the over 9 hit by the 6th.
There's a possibility of that.
Yeah, by the 6th. So here we are with this set right here. Here's what you were looking for. Yeah, so on Onyx, it's, I mean, you're minus 110 for each side here on Onyx. So I don't know. I don't really like that game. We're not even going to waste our time and talk about this Kansas City and Twins game, are we, Phil? I mean, there's no need to. If anybody I'm going to let y'all know right now. If anybody out there wants to bet this game and you guys are watching videos to figure out who to pick, you need to call 1-800-GAMBLING-GOT-HELP.
Mm-hmm. But those teams have cost me money all year.
These teams are literally costers. That's all they do, dude. They are here to kill your parlays, your straight bets, whatever you got going. They're here to destroy.
I'd be happy to see that game end in a tie. I could really care less.
Next. All right, here we go. Next 4. All right, we got Cincinnati, Seattle. We got Cleveland and my Rangers. We got Milwaukee and Colorado. We got the Nationals and Arizona. Louder versus McGroovy. Cincinnati, Seattle. Cincinnati, St. Louis. Who you got?
I mean, at this game, both teams have been pretty decent. I mean, they're not having the greatest year, but both pitchers are really young. And Cincinnati is without Ellie De La Cruz. He is hurt. St. Louis's offense has been really nice this year. They have that Jordan Walker kid, and he's just been on a tear, man. Honestly, at this moment in time, looks like St. Louis is looking for a sweep here. It'll put them at 4 wins in a row. And the value at minus 136 is not bad as well. I think I would go Cardinals here. I like them.
Yeah, I don't know, man. These two teams I haven't really watched a lot of. I watched the Cardinals like a couple days ago when they played the Rangers, but that was really it. I don't really watch these two teams too much, so I personally don't. I mean, I couldn't tell you, bro. I'm just gonna be honest about it. I couldn't tell you. Big Phil probably just got that one down. But this next one right here, Bill, I can tell you a lot about this next one. We got Cleveland, the Texas Rangers, Cantillo versus Jacob DeGrom.
They're struggling to ground at that.
Who you got?
After the performance I've seen tonight, Cleveland's been hitting the ball. J-Ram's closing in on 300 career home runs. He's starting to get hot. He started the season off slow. He's starting to get hot. The Rangers got back Seager. They got back Langford. But
You're not about to tell me you're about to fade DeGrom at home right here.
honestly, I might be. In all honesty.
I don't know. That's a crazy take in my opinion, and I'm not even saying this out of bias. It's Jacob DeGrom.
Trust me, I know it's Jacob DeGrom. I love Jacob DeGrom. He's been a great pitcher all year.
He is 4-4 this year. He does have a 3.48 ERA.
It's just he's been struggling finding the strike zone early. That's going to be the key. If he can locate and find the strike zone, then he's going to do great. Just like his last start.
I think he has a start like he had against the Cardinals. He went 5 innings in that game, gave up 4 hits, no earned, walked 1, struck out 8. So
I do believe if he can get past the 5th inning, the Rangers do have a good chance. But if he can only hit that 5-inning mark, that Ranger bullpen is scary, especially when they bring out Paul Martin.
yeah, Paw. That's what we call him down here in Texas. We call him old Paw Martin because he needs to get the fuck out of here. I like the Rangers here, though, man. I'm not even saying that out of bias. I'm saying that because Jacob DeGrom's on the mound and he's at home, and I'm not fading him, especially after the start that he just had. Not one of my favorite plays on the board, I would say, but it's one I'm confident in. I think the Rangers get it done tomorrow. Even after getting shut out tonight, I think them getting shut out tonight on a Saturday night at home, I think that's going to piss them off, and they're going to come in tomorrow with a vengeance. They're trying to win this series, man. They were able to sneak that game 1 out on Friday after being 1 hit into like the 6th. They were able to put 2 home runs together, get a 3-2 win there. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's that type of game again. If it's a low-hitting game for both sides, comes down to the bullpen, like Phil said, and Texas pulls this out 4-2, 3-2, wins the series against Cleveland. Let's move on. That's how I feel. I will let y'all know this, though. The over-unders, when it comes to over-unders, Texas is the second under ballpark in the MLB right now. Their under has hit I think it's like 67% of the games have gone under in Texas this year. So that is a number you want.
And it is raining really hard all weekend here in the DFW area, so the stadium will more than likely have roof closed. And the ball does not like to fly when the roof is closed.
This is correct. But I like the Rangers here. I like the Rangers money line. That's just me personally. All right, on to the next. We're gonna do a 5-box here. We're gonna finish out the MLB right here. We got Milwaukee, Colorado, Dorhan, whatever, versus Freeland. Washington and Arizona. New York Mets, San Diego Padres, Angels, Dodgers, Battle of LA, San Fran, and Chicago, Milwaukee, Colorado, brother. Who you got? Duran, Freeland.
We ain't got to take a long time on this game, Phil. If you're betting on Kyle Freeland to win you a baseball game, he might just need to hang it up, brother.
Enough said. I like the Brewers on an alt line here, -2.5. I'm glad
Yeah, I would definitely try to get as much value as you can out of that.
I thought you were gonna think I was crazy for saying that because that was something I was going to say the whole time, and they are in Colorado, so Milwaukee is going to absolutely tattoo the ball. I would not be surprised if their team total home runs hits as well. I don't know what that's at, but I wouldn't be surprised if that smashes either. I like Milwaukee -2.5. I'd even take it to 3.5 if I wanted to get real greedy with it, but y'all do what y'all want with that game. Washington, Arizona.
This game and series has been very controversial.
If you want me to be honest.
And with Washington looking for a sweep here, but Michael Soroka has been good most of this year, and I really like Michael Soroka here to be able to slow down Washington. But that's just me personally. I'm definitely not taking no run line here, but I would probably lean towards Arizona in this game. They have a good lineup. It hasn't produced as well as they would like in this series, and I think they wake up, hit the baseball, and Soroka does what the other pitchers have not, and that is slow down this Washington offense.
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the totem pole here with you, man. I like Washington in this game. Honestly, there's no value in this. That's why I'm just saying I like Washington. I like this. I like the +1.5 for Washington here at -181. It's a high price to pay. Something you would want to parlay, but a crazy stat for you guys right here. And you guys got to remember, we are over 60 games into the MLB season. I'm not saying by any means we're close to being done or anything like that, but to have this type of record on the road against the spread is pretty impressive, in my opinion. Washington on the road against the spread this year is 25-8. They are 25-8.
But I also will say Washington's pitcher has started 6 games on the road, and he has given up 12 runs.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Washington +1.5. If you're gonna parlay it, there's something to parlay. Washington +1.5. If not, straight bet it. Take Washington on the money line. Don't be a pansy. Don't listen to Phil. He doesn't know what he's talking about in this game. He's got this game completely backwards.
We will see.
What do you think about that, Phil?
We will see.
So Washington's pitcher has given up how many runs on the road in the last? What was that stat you said?
6 games on the road, giving up 12 runs.
In all those games combined?
Yep. So he was giving up at least 2 runs a game on the road.
So you're taking Arizona on a stat that Washington's pitcher has given up at least 2 runs on the road, and you just said earlier that Washington's bats are hot. So let's even say that Washington's pitcher does give up 2 runs on the two runs. You don't think Washington's going to score more than 2 runs in this whole game?
Like I said earlier, Michael Soroka, I got confidence in him to slow down that offense.
I don't think that happens, but hey, it's gambling. We'll see, man. You're not always going to be on the same side every time. Definitely not something I'm going to bet. I'm not going to bet it. Probably won't parlay it. If I do parlay it, it'll be the +1.5 for sure. Mets, San Diego.
2 teams I don't really like
I do not like betting these 2
betting
teams
on, but honestly, Anaya's pitching for the Mets, and that dude has been awful.
He has been awful.
I think if San Diego can put bat on ball in this game, they should have no issue winning this game. And I honestly see San Diego winning by about 2-3 runs as well.
2 or 3 runs. I don't know. It seemed, for me, man, personally, for me, it seems every time I bet the Mets, they can't hit the ball and they lose. And every time I bet against them, they hit the hell out of the ball and they win. And it's the same thing for the Padres. Every time I bet on them, they don't hit the ball and they lose. And every time I bet against them, they hit the ball and they lose. So this is a game I'm staying away from completely. I don't even want to look at this game on the. I don't even care about the over-unders or anything on this game at all. But if I had to pick a side, I'd just go with the home team and pick San Diego. I know they're 1-9 in their last 10, but I mean, we're talking about the New York Mets here. They're the second highest payroll team in the league, and they suck. Let's just be honest with you. To all you Mets fans, I'm sorry, but y'all do this shit to yourself every year. You're like us Cowboy fans in the NFL. Y'all do this every year, and it's not. I mean, it's kind of just become a laughing stock at this point. Yeah, if I had to pick, I'd lean Padres here for sure. Dodgers, Angels, the Battle of LA, man. The Battle of LA. You know what's crazy? I don't really know how this series has been. How has this series played out this weekend?
Oh well, the Dodgers won 1-0 last night.
They're up 9-1 right now in the 8th.
Yeah, they came in and not playing no
Just so you guys
games
know,
today.
we are making this video on Saturday night, but fuck them. They'll be all right. Soriano, Shaheen. Who would you lean here? Me personally, man. I mean, in my book, Shaheen has been ass. He has definitely been the Dodgers' worst pitcher by far, in my opinion, in their rotation. So,
And Soriano started off great. Thought he was going to have a good year, but he has been turning back into the old Soriano.
He has.
And he just can't get anybody out, man. Can't find a strike zone. Loves to give up runs. And well, the Dodgers' offense is stacked as it is. Not a good matchup for him. I'd put the Dodgers on there, and really, there's no value in betting the Dodgers. So if you're gonna bet the Dodgers, I would take them on the run line, or I would add them to a parlay that you're just looking to add a little extra to the payout.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm willing to pay $207 straight up to win $100 with the Dodgers in this spot. Me personally, looking at this line, I think this line is crazy. Honestly, I think this line is insane. Minus 207. Now, I get it's the Dodgers, and like Phil just said, their lineup is stacked. They're at home, you know. They got all these star players on their team, man. But minus 207 with Shaheen on the mound, 0.4 or 4.50 ERA. He's been their worst pitcher by far. Everybody knows that. I think this line's a little overpriced. If I was up, I'm just gonna be honest. If I was up units this week, I would bet the Angels here at plus 169. That's crazy value in this spot for a pitcher that's been struggling, especially in his last couple starts. I mean, I know he's been one of their worst pitchers by far for the whole year. I'm going to keep saying that the whole time we're talking about this game because that's me, though, personally. I would go Dodgers. I'd even go Dodgers, or I'd go Angels here. Sorry. I'd go Angels. Just me, though. Don't listen to me. And I'm not confident at all saying that. That's just a pick. Like I said, if I was up on the week and that was something I was just fucking around to play around with, plus 169, I think I'd have to take that shot. And the last game of the slate, San Fran, Chicago, McDonald versus Talon. Who you got?
Neither pitcher is very good.
Neither pitcher is very good.
And the Cubs have not been hitting the baseball.
Cubs have not.
I mean, the Giants, yeah, they had the last Cubs where Let me get the Giants
Hold
scored
on, real quick. I'm gonna cut you off right there, Phil. Cause
12 on Thursday.
what in the hell got into the Giants? Didn't they score like 18 a couple days ago?
They scored 18 last night and 12 the night before.
What has gotten into that offense, bro? And the Cubs struggling. Minus 102. I like San Fran here.
Yeah, I would lean more towards San Fran in this game as well, but I'm not going to spend much time on it because I'm not even going to touch this game myself because both teams are not performing.
Both teams are not performing, even though San Fran has scored a lot. I do agree with that. San Fran came out, they scored those runs, turned around, kind of struggled today. Then they
I
lose today.
watched that whole game today. It was really just a solo man show for each team. You had Devers hit a home. That was the bulk of it.
Yeah, Devers hit a home run, and that's really it, man. That's really it. So, well, gentlemen, that is the MLB slate for today. On this whole slate that you got right here, Phil, if you had to go through and give me 3 best picks, what would they be? I need your 3 best ones out of the whole day. Out of the whole slip, MLB, just your 3.
In the MLB?
In the MLB.
Online.
Your mic lag.
And I said I like the Brewers run line, the Marlins money line, and I told you I'm a big fan of Baltimore here.
He likes the Marlins. He likes the Orioles. And you said who? What was your other bet?
And I would either go Braves or the Brewers run line. I have the same confidence on both of them.
149. Brewers run line 122. On Onyx, you're getting that 3-leg parlay for plus 656 right now. Pretty good one. I can see that happening. Me personally, my 3 best on this MLB for today. I got the Yankees 1.5. I don't even think that needs to be explained. Schindler been dominant all year. I don't think Boston gets a run off of them. They may get a run off the bullpen, but Boston's been kind of struggling to hit the ball too and put up runs. They've been off and on all year, so I like the Yankees 1.5. My second one is Miami as well over Tampa. I like Sandy on the mound. Tampa's been struggling, Tampa. They've been struggling 3-7 in the last 10, so I would roll Miami here. Next one. I'm on the Rangers, man. I like the Rangers. Rangers, man. Rangers. DeGrom on the mound. I'm not fading him at home. No way. I think he comes out. I think he lights it up Sunday afternoon. I think he has 7 strikeouts. Cleveland's offense goes cold. Rangers win the series, and we're on our way to winning the fucking division, baby. You're getting that at plus 672, man. There's your picks. Those are our best picks. That's how we see the slate playing out. We got our best 3 picks on the day. What you want to go on to next, Phil? What you want to look next? You want to go WNBA? You want to go NBA Finals?
NBA Finals plays on Monday, buddy.
I mean, we can still go over it.
I will not be betting that game. I am just watching the NBA Finals. I'm just enjoying the finals. I just cannot bet that.
Well.
But on the WNBA, there is really
when it
There's
comes to the NBA Finals, I have something to say about that, brother. So, Knicks, Spurs back at home. Knicks back at home in the Garden. First time since '99. There's been a finals game played in the Garden. Knicks are 2.5-point favorites on a 12-game win streak. Me personally, when Monday comes around and it's time for this game to come on, I will be having the Knicks minus 2.5 in a parlay for sure. They have a 12-game win streak, folks. It's time for everybody to quit ignoring that. It's time for everybody to quit thinking that it's a fluke. It's not. Jalen Brunson is for real. And Josh Hart ain't fucking around. And Cat is on a mission. Now, we all got to remember, when it comes to Wemby, Wemby's a great player, but Shaq got swept in his first finals as well. So, it comes with experience, man. I like the Knicks minus 2.5. They're on a 12-game win streak. And also, this season at home, the Knicks are 32-15 against the spread this year at home. I'm going Knicks 2.5. If you had to make a bet, Phil, who would you bet? What you got to say? It's the finals, man. You're not betting it. You're just watching it. There's nothing wrong with that. What you got to say about it?
I mean, if I was going to bet, I would just take the value here. Spurs are getting an extra day of rest. Yes, they're going into the Garden. It's going to be loud. It's going to be crazy. But this is also the same team that walked into OKC, the defending champs, and beat them Game 7. So, with the value there on the Spurs, knowing they have to win this game or this series is 100% over, and I think Wemby's sitting here taking this extra day of rest. He's going to get a text message from Popovich. He's going to be talking to all the nuns of San Antonio, and he's going to bring out that Wemby we've seen that drop 40 and 20. And I would bet on the Spurs with the value.
I think you are absolutely crazy. That is just my take on it. The over-under, 216. Get it on Onyx for 215.5. I don't know if I like the half point. I don't know. I don't know if I like the over-under here. Anyways, I like the Knicks minus 2.5, man. I'm sold on it. That's what I like. I was going to bet on them motherfuckers game 2, and I talked myself out of it all day, and I was hurt. I was so fucking hurt. But you live and you learn, man. It is what it is. Now, we're about to get into a segment of the show that's all going to be Big Phil's. It's the WNBA. He loves this shit. He loves betting on women. I don't really like it. I listen to what he says, and I am going to let y'all know. This season, I've only bet about 3 WNBA plays, and they've all came from Big Phil. I'm 3-0. I'm 3-0 on them. They've all come from Big Phil. So, dude definitely knows what he's talking about when it comes to the Women's Basketball League. We are in the Commissioner's Cup. Teams are going hard. First game, Chicago Sky, Toronto Tempo. What you got, Phil? It's all you, baby. Take it away.
Well, I mean, betting on women's basketball is pretty clear cut and simple. You have your top of the line teams, your mid tier teams, and low teams like everybody else, but there is a big difference. It's not like the NBA where you'll get one of the worst teams come in and beat the best team in the league. Like, that just won't happen. It's pretty easy. But I mean, when you're looking at this Chicago Sky and Toronto Tempo game, you got 2 mid-tier teams, the Chicago being on the low tier, and playing for the Commissioner's Cup might be the only type of championship they're going to be able to witness this year, so both teams will be going hard. But with that being said, you have a lot of injuries to the Chicago Sky right now. They're not playing the best basketball. They played Toronto Tempo back actually on my birthday last month on the 27th, and they lost 111 to 104. So both teams are going to score. They both average over 80 points a game. They both give up over 85 points a game. But with the injuries and seeing how they played, I am taking Toronto Tempo on the spread at 2.5.
Big Phil likes the tempo -2.5. Where do you see Toronto at as one of them tiers that you laid out? What are the tiers? Who you got? Who's in your top
Toronto's a
tiers?
mid-tier. Toronto's a mid-tier team, young, up and coming, but they're not quite at that level yet. But they are one of the mid-tier teams that can actually compete a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I know absolutely nothing about this. So me giving your
And I
guys
mean,
my takes and my picks is pointless. So
in all honesty, you could adjust this line. I wouldn't mind taking a Toronto Tempo at -4.5 to -5.5 as well. If you want to get a little more value out of that, if you're trying to add it to a parlay and boost your odds, -2.5, I believe, is at -112 right now. So if you go up to 4.5 to 5.5, that might put you in plus money.
yeah, very well could.
And I think that will cover.
Let's see. I can show y'all right now. You said tempo. You want to go tempo? Let's go. What'd you say? Tempo minus what?
4.5 or 5.5.
So tempo -3.5 on Onyx. You can get that at +106. You can get 4.5 at +120, and you can get the 5.5 at +140. So there is crazy value in those three picks that Phil just gave out to you right there. So if you're not betting one of those in the tempo game, that's kind of crazy. I might actually take this 4.5 at +120.
I will personally be taking the 4.5.
I might take the 4.5 at +120 right there. I like that. And I don't even watch. I don't even really know. I mean, I know a little bit here and there, but like this Portland Fire and LA Sparks game, I got a sniper in that one for you guys. What you got in that one, Phil?
Again, they're two mid-pack teams. LA Sparks can be good. They need to get their defense in order. They score a lot of points. They can score, but they like to give up points as well. But Portland's going through a couple injuries with their guards. Um, they're listed as game time decision, but with this only being for the Commissioner's Cup and having more season ahead of them, they could sit them out. So that'll hurt Portland a little bit. The Sparks have no injury, and I mean, you got Portland losing to the struggling Memphis, the Phoenix Mercury. I'm sorry. Um, and I mean, you have them. They're losing to the Atlanta Dream. Uh, they did beat Indiana, but Caitlin Clark was hurt that game, and I think that does make a big difference when it um comes to playing the Fever. And I mean, you're not gonna have no value betting the Sparks because the Sparks should win this game. They should have no issue winning this game. I mean, you could take them at the 7.5. Like I said, they score a lot of points. Portland doesn't score as many points, but like I said, you got to be careful with that Sparks defense. And yes, I'm saying Sparks give up a lot of points to score a lot, but when you go to look at the over and under, the Fire's over and under in their last 5 games has only hit one time. And that is due to they've scored 72 points, 77, 66, 61 points. And then the Sparks, on the other hand, they've scored 96, but they've also scored 69, 81. Their over is hit in the 3 out of the last 2 games. But me personally, 177.5 is just a high total in women's basketball. I mean, you're asking both teams to score basically 90 points apiece, almost. and I don't see that happening in this game. Battling for their like there's another, just like the Sky and Tempo, two mid teams going to fight for the Commissioner's Cup, and I feel like defense will be played better. And I would go the under if you're going total. But if you're gonna bet the money line, I guess you could add Sparks on there for value. I mean, if you're adding not for value, I'm sorry.
You're hurting
I meant if you're putting the Sparks on there, it should only be in a parlay. On the money line, but if you want to bet them straight up, you take their spread at 7.5. Should be able to get that for about -110.
Well, out of everything Phil said, there's one thing I like he said, and I like the under 177.5 in this game. Like he said, I feel like both defenses are going to play very well. It's Commissioner's Cup. I feel like the Sparks do allow a lot of points. With that being said, you're going to take one unit. You're going to put it on the Portland Fire at plus 245 to keep the Sparks rolling into a 6-game home losing streak. They are currently 1-5 at home this season on a 5-game home losing streak. Against the spread, the Sparks are also 3-7. They are 0-6 at home against the spread. The spread is 7.5. I feel like Portland wins this game outright at plus 245. There's no way in hell this line should be set at -305 plus 245. Portland is 6-6 on the season. The Sparks are 4-6 on the season. 1-5 at home. They're 1-5 at home. They're 4-6 in their last 10. The last 10 games, they're 4-6. So to start the season, they're starting 4-6, and Portland is starting their season 6-6, 5-5 in their last 10. I'll take my chances. Give me Portland plus 245. Book it. You don't like that pick at all, do you, Phil?
I don't like that game at all.
You just don't like the game. I do like the under. If you're looking for a safe play here, the under at 177.5 or 178. You could find it at 178 on some books, man. Do your line shopping. If you find it for 178, 177, I think you take it on the under for a safe play there. If you want to risk some money and try to make a bag, try to turn one unit into 2.5 units, fucking take your shot with the fire here, man. They're 2-2 on the road. They're 2-2 on the road against the spread. They're 5-7 against the spread this season. In their last 10, they're 4-6 against the spread. So I mean, the plus 7.5 also looks nice if you don't think they're gonna win the game outright. Me personally, I think they could win this game outright and cover as a hella underdog. You want to talk about NCAA baseball or no?
Yeah, let's talk about NCAA baseball.
I don't know if any of you guys like betting baseball, but low-key, there are some crazy values in baseball.
College baseball is one of the funnest sports to watch come
It is.
Super Regional and College World Series time.
I do not think on covers you can look at college baseball. So we are going to go to ESPN for you guys. And look at that. The Vegas Golden Knights won 5-4 in a double overtime tonight.
They did.
I don't know if that's going to help any of you guys out that are watching, but if anybody hit on that, congratulations, man. Good job. First off, while you guys can see this, what's on the screen, I think this right here, Phil, we got to talk about this real quick, bro. This right here is just crazy. Number 4 team in the country is swept in their home Super Regional against Ole Miss. Auburn falls to Ole Miss. Ole Miss is back in the College World Series. Man, how we feel about that shit?
Yeah, just like I said last night, Auburn all year long has just shown they struggle in high pressure moments. And Ole Miss, just like when they went and won the College World Series, they started off the year, nobody believed in them, and came to the regional and super regionals and showed everybody, hey, we're here with this. And they have a great coach over there who obviously has experience in winning a College World Series, and he knows what it takes to win.
Yeah. They do. They have a good coach. I like Ole Miss's coach a lot. I think he's real talented. He's smart. He knows how to recruit. Another
He
one
got
I
me
was born.
through them boring high school days watching the Ole Miss baseball documentaries when I was supposed to be doing schoolwork.
I guarantee you guys too. If any of you guys that are going to watch this video are into college baseball or college sports, Oklahoma beating Kansas 8-1 today to take a 1-0 lead in the series is crazy. That is one of the picks that costed me and Phil a pretty nice parlay win today. To be honest, Phil, how you feel about that? You still a little sour about it, or are we over it?
Just another day, brother. You win some, you lose some.
I mean, you're going into the seventh inning as Kansas with only one fucking hit, dude. I mean, three. They had, I think in the sixth. I think in the sixth they had more errors than they had hits. Crazy.
Yeah, that one error started everything. But that game's over and done with, and realistically, Oklahoma has been hot all tournament long.
I just thought it was crazy that would be something interesting to talk about. First game, 11 a.m. Georgia, Mississippi State. This game was absolutely fucking crazy today. I mean, 13-12. Georgia gets it done with a 3-run shot in the bottom of the eighth. I mean, these kids were just trading blows back and forth all day long. All day long.
And I see the same thing happening tomorrow.
Yeah, I see the same.
They have the over-under set at 16, man.
The over-under.
There's two teams that swing the baseball bat. They're playing in Georgia, and that stadium, the ball flies there. Lots of long balls there.
Lots of long balls. So, me personally,
and Mississippi State, they're fighting to make the College World Series. They're a good baseball team. Georgia's a good baseball team. It's going to come down to who can keep the ball in the yard, and I think tomorrow Mississippi State ties it and forces game 3 on Monday, and you can get them at plus 100 for some value.
That's a crazy take. That's a crazy take in my opinion. I think the over smashes. I'm just being so honest. I think the over 15.5 kills in this game. I mean, what they scored 20. What's that?
24 runs.
24 today. It's gonna be hotter there in Georgia tomorrow than it was today. Ball's gonna fly like crazy, man. I'm taking the over 15.5 in this game. It's not even close, and I don't think I've ever taken an over that high in a baseball game and been this confident about it. Over 15.5. Well, I said it was a crazy take earlier, Phil. But I sitting here looking at it, man, I could see that happening. I could see Mississippi. I could see this game coming down to just how it did today, and Mississippi State being the team that hits the 3-run shot in the bottom of the eighth because they're going to be the home team. They close it out in the top side of the ninth, force a game 3. So I do like Mississippi State at plus 100. I'm not gonna lie. But I like the over 15.5 too. That's what I would bet if I had to parlay it or straight bet it. I don't know if I'd pay 125. I mean, as a straight better, really, me personally, I don't like to get over 115, but that's just me personally. I might pay the 125 though for that 15.5 on my unit size. USC, North Carolina series is tied 1-1. So the winner is going to the College World Series. Who you got?
I like North Carolina here. They are a great baseball team. and they proved it today, shutting out USC. And USC wins their games by hitting the long ball. And I think North Carolina's pitching staff had their meeting after blowing the game in game one. And I just see North Carolina, they made the adjustment and they're ready to go to the College World Series and USC season.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like North Carolina here. I think they know what's at stake. They're at home. They're in their building, Chapel Hill. I think they're ready to roll, man. They're the number 5 team in the country for a reason. Me personally, I got North Carolina going deep. So I think they're a good team. I think they can hit the ball. Like you said, USC's really their blanket this year, man, has been that long ball. And North Carolina, I feel like today they've shown that they can keep it in the park. They're gonna play in the same park tomorrow. So I mean, USC's gonna come out with a fire. I don't think USC's getting shut out again. I think North Carolina wins this game though, for sure, and punches their ticket to the College World Series. So if we're gonna go Big Phil's picks here on the NCAA, we're going to go Mississippi. We're gonna go North Carolina. All right. You got Alabama, St. John's. Alabama's up 1-0. I feel like Alabama destroys St. John's kind of like they did today. And
Yeah, St. John's had their magic moment in the regional, just like they have their magic moment in March Madness, but Alabama's the better team here.
yeah,
Alabama's going to punch their ticket as well.
The line is obviously it's way too expensive. Who's going to pay $475 to win 100 with Alabama? But I mean, if you saw $100 on the ground, would you pick it up? There's no way in hell St. John's has a chance of winning this game. Today, honestly, me and Phil were talking about it earlier this morning. I thought if St. John's had a chance to win any game in this series, it was going to be today. I thought St. John's was the upset on the slip today in NCAA, and that turned out to be Oklahoma. And, yeah, I like Alabama here. I like Alabama 3.5. I might adjust it. I might take it. I don't even know. 3.5's 135. So you like 3.5, Phil, or you just parlaying it? What you doing? You like the 3.5 on the parlay, or you like the 4.75?
I might just throw it into a parlay with maybe take them at 1.5 or something. I know it'll be juiced, but it'll be something to add to a parlay to add a little more to the payout.
Kansas and Oklahoma. Oklahoma leads 1-0 after the performance they had today. And this is a tough one.
Man, I will tell you what, I was heavy set on Kansas, man. I was so heavy set. They are the better ball team. And I think they're in the same boat as Mississippi State here, looking to force a game 3, which after today, they didn't look great, couldn't hit the ball. But with the season they're having, I think their coaching staff sat down with them after the game. They had a meeting, realized a couple miscues in the field led to big innings. And I think that does not happen tomorrow. And I think Kansas goes and forces a game 3. But I think Oklahoma might take game 3 and move on to the World Series.
I like Kansas here tomorrow. I like the number you can pay for Kansas. -154. I know everybody's after today. Oh, they scored once. Oklahoma put up 8. We all got to remember, Oklahoma's freshman pitched today. That kid throws 97 gas. And in college, that is heat. This ain't the pros, man. Okay? So I think tomorrow Kansas absolutely tears the cover off the baseball. I think they get that done. I honestly wouldn't even mind taking them on the run line at plus 100 there if you want to straight bet it. It's like you put up a unit to win a unit. I like that play. But parlaying wise, I think Phil's.
Yeah, I think
gonna
that's
take the
pretty much all
150.
need to be said about that game.
I think they're taking the 154 on the line right there. All right, man. The night game, 8 o'clock. You got the Longhorns going against Oregon. Texas is up 1-0.
Got 2 words for this game.
Hook
Hook
'em.
'em. That's it. That's all you need to know. Hook 'em. Texas is punching their ticket back to the College World Series. They absolutely dominated tonight. They can hit the baseball. Oregon struggling, scoring runs with runners in running position. And, I mean, Texas is playing at home in Austin in front of their fans, going crazy. The atmosphere is it's not the same in Oregon for their baseball team, man. No, everything's bigger and better here in Texas, as they say, and Texas will be moving on to the College World Series after tomorrow. And I will probably be taking their 1.5 again as well, like I did tonight.
It is 2.5 now on the Onyx. Get him at minus 2.5 for plus 100. By the way, you can get that at plus 800. That is another unit to win a unit on a team that won tonight. Well, they won tonight 11-3. So they smashed this 2.5. Completely smashed it. So I feel like they do the same thing tomorrow. Like I just said before, me and Phil aren't fans of too many of the same sporting teams, but when it comes to hockey and it comes to college sports, we are diehard Star fans, diehard Longhorn fans to the day we die. So hook 'em. There's nothing y'all can say. Sorry to all y'all OU fans. Y'all are always on the wrong side every year, man. But Longhorns smash the baseball. They smash the baseball at home. Like Phil said, they're in front of their home crowd. It's going to be electric. They know what's at stake. Texas is winning the Natty. Book it. Give me the Longhorns. So you got a four pick parlay right here, man. You can take Mississippi State, North Carolina, Kansas, and Texas. That'll give you a plus 598 on the board. You can even throw in the Alabama 3.5, and that would throw you up to plus 1,000. Come on. So, yeah, man. I think, to be honest, I think that is it, bro.
Yes, sir.
And we pretty much, I think we pretty much covered it. So, appreciate you guys for watching. That is our takes, thoughts, opinions, and outcomes on Sunday's slate, the finals. I threw the finals in there, so yeah, man, you guys really need to be on the Yankees 1.5 tomorrow. You need to be on Miami over Tampa. You got Sandy on the mound. You got Portland under 177.5. What you got, Phil? You got anything for him?
Go make some money tomorrow.
Go make some money tomorrow. So, good luck to all you guys, man. And we will catch you in the next one. Peace.